Hey guys, how you all doing, and welcome back to a new reading vlog. So I was kind of wanting to film a reading vlog this week, and then I just didn't start it. I got back from New York on Sunday. It's currently Wednesday night, and I was just like not feeling it. I'm like, I don't really know if I'm gonna be able to read anything this week. And then I just like, I don't know, I just felt like filming a reading vlog. I asked on Twitter and some people said yes, and so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and film a reading vlog. So like I said, it's currently Wednesday, so I'm gonna be filming this from Wednesday to Sunday for uploading it. So yeah, welcome to the vlog. It's gonna be a mess. Books I'm currently reading. Still reading How to Make a Wish by Ashley Herring Blake, which if you guys saw my reading rush vlog, then you would have seen me start this book during that vlog. I've managed to get up to page 154, but I haven't picked it up in about a week and a half, I think, maybe 2 weeks, because I was just in New York, like I just mentioned, for a week, and so I didn't bring this along with me since I was already about halfway through. And I do want to like pick this back up. I just don't know if I really feel like picking it up right now, because this takes place like in the summer. It's kind of like a beachy kind of read, and I'm just like not in the mood for that kind of book right now, so I don't really know if I feel like picking this one back up, although I would like to try to finish it at some point this month, because obviously it's like a summery book and I don't want to be carrying this with me into the fall, so we'll see what happens with that. But I am currently reading this one. And then I'm also currently reading The Young Elites by Marie Lu. I picked this book up when I was in New York and I just didn't finish it. I did not get as much reading done in New York as I wanted to, so I'm only on page 60 of The Young Elites, and I am enjoying it and I would like to continue with it, but I'm just not really in the mood for this kind of story, so I don't think I'll be picking this one back up this week. So now let's talk about the books that I actually do want to read this week. So the main one is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Are we surprised? Probably not. I saw The Cursed Child when I was in New York, and now I'm just like in this huge Harry Potter mood, and I've just been thinking about Harry Potter a lot recently. And I also have some videos that I want to film that require me finishing my reread of the series. I need to finish this reread and I need to annotate it, so I figured this is the perfect time to pick it up. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood for like a cozy, like fantasy read, and also I kind of feel myself getting into slump territory, and rereading a favorite always helps me get out of those kinds of situations, and so I'm gonna pick this up tonight and hopefully get a chunk of the way through it. I'm very excited for this one. I haven't reread this book since 2017, so I'm looking forward to rereading it. And then I also was just looking at my shelf, and I think I might want to try to pick up Anna When the Poplars by Ella Montgomery. This is something that I've been chipping away at for a couple of years now. I absolutely love Anne of Green Gables. If you guys watch my channel at all, then you would know that I literally have a whole Anne of Green Gables shelf right here. I just had to change it because I just bought a new edition of Anne when I was in New York. But I don't know if you guys know this, but I prefer the first book over the entire series. I do love the series, but I've only read it once, and I remember this being my least favorite in the series. It's just so hard to get through, and I think it's the way that it's written, like the formatting of it. It's just all done in letters between Anne and Gilbert, and I can't remember if there are letters actually from Gil or if they're just all from Anne. I think they might just all be from Anne, which is not my favorite way to read a story. Specifically this, because it's just Anne recounting her day. I'd much rather actually experience her day with her, you know what I mean? So I don't know why Ella Montgomery decided to write the book this way, but I kind of want to finish this book so I can like finish my reread that I've been doing for years, because I want to finish the reread before I jump into Anne of Green Gables all over again, because I want to annotate it. But I don't want to do that when I'm still like in the middle of the series. So I want to finish this. I'm not going to like sit down and read chunks of this book. I don't think that's going to be a good way for me to try to finish it by just like solely focusing on this book. So while I'm reading Half-Blood Prince, I think maybe every night or at least every day I want to read at least like a few pages of this, so I can just like slowly chip away at it over the course of the month. Maybe try to read 30 pages a day. I feel like that's pretty doable if I just sit my ass down and do it. Did I say what page I was on? I don't know. I'm on page 42 or 43. Realistically, will I be able to finish either of these this week? I don't really know, because like I said, it is Wednesday night. Like, it is 9:23 p.m. And tomorrow I'm going to a concert in the evening. but we have to get there early because it's just general admission. There's no assigned seating, so if you want a good seat, you gotta get there early. So yeah, but I'm gonna go see Dean Lewis with Lorena. I don't know if you guys know who Dean Lewis is, but me and John are obsessed with him, so I'm super excited to see him in concert. And then on Friday I have no plans. Friday, me and my mom are going down to the States until Saturday, and then Saturday I work 5 to 9, and then Sunday I work 12 to 4, I believe. And then I might be hanging out with a friend afterwards. I was supposed to hang out with her today, but then she had to cancel on me because she had something else to do. So we might be doing it after my shift on Sunday, kind of depending how I feel. So yeah, that's kind of what's happening. So I'm hoping that I can like at least make a dent in both of these books. Maybe like 100 pages into this. I mean, I read Harry Potter fairly quickly when I'm into it, so we'll see. I don't really know, but I'd like to get a chunk of the way through both of these. Yeah, I think I'll set maybe the goal of 100. You know, I feel like that's a pretty easy goal to hit for Harry Potter, so maybe a goal of 100 pages into Half-Blood Prince, and then maybe I'd like to get up to maybe if I read 30 pages a day, that's 150 pages I'd like to read of this. So that means I'd like to be up to page 192 at the end of the week. Let me just put a sticky note, like how Peyton Reads does, so I know where I want to get up to. That might be setting high expectations to get that far into the book, but I guess we shall see. Those are my goals for the week. So I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do some reading, and I'll catch up with you guys a little bit later. Now 11:23, and I've been sitting here reading Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And, I've kind of already hit page 100. I'm now on page 103, and obviously I'm loving it. I always find it so funny when I'm rereading this book that it takes forever to see Harry. Like, literally we don't see Harry till page like 42, which I find hilarious considering he's the protagonist. But in general, I'm really enjoying this so far. We're at the Burrow right now, which is of course one of my favorite places in the entirety of the Wizarding World, because it means Weasleys. Yeah, so I think I'm going to stay up and continue reading this for a while, but obviously I still need to get my 30 pages in of Anne of Windy Poplars. I think I'm going to put in little post-it tabs for every 30 pages like Peyton does, instead of just putting the one at the end there like I did. That way I know exactly how much I need to read every single day. But I think I'm going to stay up and read this for a bit longer. I don't know what page I'm going to try to get up to, but I'm having a grand old time right now, so I just want to keep reading. But obviously my goal for the week can no longer be 100 because I just hit 100. So I think my goal possibly page 200 or like 250. I don't really know because I don't know how much reading I'm going to be able to get done tomorrow, considering I have a concert to go to, and then Friday I'm assuming I can read a lot. I have videos I need to edit as well, but yeah, I don't know. We can just play it by ear and see. But halfway would be lovely. Like, that's like a great goal would be to get halfway through the book. But anyways, so I'm going to sit down and read this for a little bit longer, and then jump into this, I think, before bed. But I just wanted to kind of jump in and let you know my progress and let you know that I'm obviously having a wonderful, wonderful time reading this. Okay, so it is now 11:53 and I'm now on page 124. I think I'm just going to stop here because it's at the beginning of a new chapter and there's not another chapter for a little while, so I think this is just like the perfect spot to end. Just saw the Weasley Wizard Wheezes shop, which is my favorite, and I cannot wait for the day that I finally get to go to Universal Orlando, whenever the hell that's gonna be, and I can enter that store, because obviously they don't have it in California because they only have the Hogsmeade. They don't have Diagon Alley, but I love Diagon Alley so much, so I'm obsessed. Yeah, I'm obviously having the best time with this book. I find that with each reread of this book, I tend to enjoy it a bit more. I used to always think that this is one of my least favorites, but with my last reread, I discovered that I loved it more than I thought I did. So I'm hoping that with this reread, I love it even more than last time. So I'm having a really good time. I think I'm going to take a little social media break before jumping into Anna Wendy Poplar's and reading this for a little bit. So I think I'm gonna watch some YouTube while I section off every 30 pages, and then maybe I'll go on Twitter for a little bit. But it's gonna feel weird to go from Harry Potter to Anne, but I guess we'll see how this goes. This will definitely not go as quickly as Harry Potter, but it's fine. So I'll check back in with you in a little bit. Hey guys, so it's now 1 a.m. and I've just read the 30 pages of Anne of Wendy Poplar's. I'm now on page 73, and let me tell you, if I can manage to read this every single night, that would be great, because honestly, this book is so boring that the second I started reading, I started yawning like crazy. I absolutely love Anne, obviously, but the first 2 books are the best books in this entire series, and this one is the worst, from what I can remember. It's not all told in letters, but there are a lot of letters, and there's just a lot of things that just I don't care about. I care about Anne and Gilbert, and there's like no Gilbert. I think that maybe if I decide to do future rereads of this series, I honestly might just skip over this book because I just don't care. But I'm in too deep now. I'm gonna obviously continue reading it every single night, hopefully, and getting a lot done. Although I don't know if I'll feel like reading this on weekends when I'm working. I would just be too annoyed. But we'll see. We'll see how much I get read. I'm gonna head off to bed now, and I will update you guys tomorrow. So it is 2:28 on the 15th of August, and I've been sitting here in the kitchen. I don't know why I decided to sit in the kitchen of all places, but it just felt right, I suppose. And I've been reading The Half-Blood Prince. You guys saw a clip of me reading it. I think I've been reading for like the past half hour or so, and I'm now on page 163. I've been having a grand old time reading this. We're just at Hogwarts now, which is of course always like the best part of books, so I'm super excited to continue reading. I'm meeting up with Lorena in about a half hour, and so I don't want to be reading for too much longer. I might read one more chapter depending on how long it is, or I might just stop and like make sure that I'm like completely ready to go out. Yeah, I'm so excited for the concert tonight, so yay. I will check back with you guys a little bit later.
Ship is burning, so let go my my friend said, I know you love her, but it's over. It doesn't matter, put the fun away. It's never easy to walk away. Let it go. It'll be over.
Hey guys, so it is currently 12:34 a.m. I got back from the concert a little while ago, but oh my god, I haven't been to a concert since last year when I saw Harry Styles, and I always forget how much I love concerts and the feeling of being at a concert. Like, there's nothing like it. Like, it's just, you just are in the moment and you're just enjoying yourself and singing along to your favorite songs, and you just forget about every worry you've ever had in the world, and you just get lost in the music, and it's amazing. There's nothing like it. And I just, every time I go to a concert, I just wish that I could go to like a million more concerts. So there's that. I haven't done any more reading since I last updated you guys, but I do plan on sitting down right now and reading some of Half-Blood Prince because I've had a bunch of pop, so I'm like wide awake, and also my adrenaline is running high because of that concert. I had such a good time. So I'm not sleepy, so I'm gonna hopefully read some of this, and then also hopefully pick up Anne and read my 30 pages. I'm gonna have to read my 30 pages of this tomorrow during the day because we're going to the States from Friday to Saturday, and so I don't really feel like bringing this book with me, so I'm gonna get my pages done beforehand, so I gotta do that. Not looking forward to it, however, I am very much looking forward to Harry Potter, so I will catch up with you guys a little bit later. Hey guys, so it is now 2:01 in the morning. I was just on my phone for way longer than I should have been, but I was reading Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I am now on page 191, and I'm really enjoying it. My energy is starting to go down, and so I was not really retaining what I read on like the last page and a half, so I put it down, went on my phone for a while before jumping into Anne. But now I don't feel like jumping into Anne because I'm so tired that I just know I'm not going to be able to sit here and read 30 pages of this book. So I'm just going to leave it and try to read it tomorrow, and maybe try to catch up and read all 60 pages. Will that happen? I don't know. Maybe I will bring this with me to the States instead of Harry Potter, because if I bring Harry Potter, 1, this is way heavier, 2, I will then also have to bring all my annotation supplies, and that sounds like a lot of work. I think it might be a safer bet just to bring Anne, so I think that is what I might do. We'll see how I'm feeling, or maybe I'll just listen to music. Who knows what tomorrow holds? So I will catch up with you guys tomorrow, because I'm about to take off all my makeup and get into bed because I'm so tired all of a sudden. Yeah, so I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. So today is the 16th, yes, of the month. It is Friday. So I didn't think that I was going to be able to get any reading done at this today because I thought I was going to be doing other things. But then I was just in a huge Harry Potter mood and huge reading mood, and so I read a whole bunch of this. So I am now on page 261. I'm on the chapter Felix Felicis. I need to go back through all of these and add illustrations in. I was so good with Philosopher's Stone at doing all my illustrations that I wanted to do, and I just dropped the ball with these later books. But I like to do illustrations on the chapter headers, so I'm definitely going to draw the Felix Felicis potion and the chapter header here because I love that potion. It's definitely one of my favorites that you see in the movies. I just think it's so fun. Plus it gives, like, especially, I don't remember what it is in the book, but in the movie it gives me my favorite Harry where he's like the pincers. Oh, it's so cute. But yeah, so I read a whole heck of a bunch because I think I was on page like 191 or something when I left. Yeah, I think I was here. So I've read a decent chunk today. But I am about to pack and leave for the States, so I'm not going to be able to bring this with me because I want to read in the car, I think. Maybe, and I'm not going to be reading this in the car because that just, it doesn't make much sense when I'm annotating. So I think I'm going to bring Anne of Windy Poplars, but Let's be real here. This is very different from Harry Potter. Not really in the mood for it. I don't know if I want to read this. I think I might be putting this down again. I think I'm just doomed to never finish this series because this one book is so boring. Should I bring The Young Elites or should I bring How to Make a Wish? That is the question. I'll bring How to Make a Wish. I think I'll bring How to Make a Wish with me and I'll read that in the car and just finally get it done before I start forgetting everything. And then I will come back to reading this tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. Hey guys, so it is now the 17th. It's 10:38 p.m. Back from work about an hour ago, maybe just like over an hour ago, and I'm exhausted. This was such a boring shift because it was a 4-hour shift, which is what I usually work, and it was a closing shift. And I was by myself the entire time. I was the only cashier for 4 hours. So I had no one to talk to, nothing to do. It was very boring. Reading update on How to Make a Wish by Ashley Herring Blake. I finished this book yesterday. So basically I was reading it in the car on the way into the States, and then once it got too dark where I couldn't read anymore, I just listened to music, and then I finished it at the cabin. And I really wish that I brought another book with me so that I could continue to read because it wasn't even that late yet when I finished it. And then I would have been able to read more today while we were still in the States before my shift, but I didn't. This was the only book that I brought, and I didn't feel like listening to an audiobook even though I have Illuminate on my phone. I just don't really want to listen to it. So yes, I did finish How to Make a Wish yesterday, and I really enjoyed it. I think it was like one of those books where like I was enjoying it while I was reading it. I didn't realize that I was invested in the story. Like I was like, yeah, this is like enjoyable, I'm having a good time. But then there were some things that happened in like that last little chunk of the book that like nearly made me cry, and I was like, oh my god, I like these characters. I'm invested in what happens to them. So I think I'm gonna land on like a 4-star. I think it's a lower 4-star. I did really enjoy it. I really liked the characters. I like the relationship this does feature a female-female relationship. If you don't know what this book is about, I'm gonna try to give you a synopsis even though I suck at those. But it's basically about a girl named Grace, and she lives with her mother. Her father passed away when she was younger, and so she's been living with her mom, and her mom is suffering with like alcoholism, and they don't have a lot of money, and so her mom kind of jumps from guy to guy and moves around a lot in their like town, and so they're always like constantly moving houses, and Grace is like getting tired of it. But at the beginning of the book, her mom decides to move in with her new boyfriend, who also just happens to be the father of Grace's ex-boyfriend. So now she has to live with her ex-boyfriend as well. And so this is kind of how the book starts. She has to move into this new house with her ex-boyfriend and her mom's new boyfriend, and she kind of has to deal with that and all the crap with her mom. She's also a pianist, and she's wanting to perform at Carnegie Hall. She has like an audition at the end of summer for like music school, I think. This is a really long-winded description. But then she also meets a girl named Ava over this summer, and they instantly have a connection and they become friends, and then maybe they become more. I don't know, but it's super cute. It is sad. There are a lot of sad themes in this book, but I think it's also like uplifting. Like, I don't know, like it has a good ending. I really like the ending. But yeah, so our main character Gracie is bisexual, and then I'm pretty sure Ava is a lesbian. Could be wrong. I know for a fact that Grace identifies as bisexual. Yeah, so I really enjoy this book. I definitely recommend it. I think it is a pretty good read. I really like Ashley Herring Blake's writing and her stories. Now it's 10:44. I want to read Harry Potter. This is all I could think about all day, was reading Harry Potter. So coming home and reading Harry Potter. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm obviously still on page 261. Because I didn't bring the book anywhere with me yesterday, so I'm going to try to read as much as I can. Maybe get to page 300, maybe even over page 300, I don't know, but I'm flying through this book, having a blast. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna sit down and read now, and I will definitely check back with you guys when I have something to update on. So it's now 12:23, and I've been reading a lot of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. But because it's now past midnight, I should probably be going to bed or winding down to go to bed. Otherwise, I'm going to be exhausted at work tomorrow. I'm currently on page 327. I have so many tabs in this book so far. Imitating Harry Potter is literally one of my favorite things to do ever. It's just so much fun to be able to reread some of my favorite books ever and just highlight the crap out of them, because let me tell you, I'm highlighting the crap out of them. Let me find some examples. This one's quite highlighted. This one as well is quite highlighted. Like, I just have such a freaking blast annotating. It's just so much fun, and like writing down my thoughts and little jokes to myself, and especially so much fun because there's so many details packed into these books, and because I watch the movies more often than I'm able to read the book, I tend to forget all these small little details that are like in this that aren't included in the movies, and they're just so much fun to rediscover every single time I read the books. I'm gonna sit down and probably watch YouTube for a while. It's like I'm tired, but I'm not like to the point where I'll be able to fall asleep yet. I'm gonna watch YouTube, wind down a little bit, and read more. I'm going to head off to bed, and I will hopefully update you guys tomorrow and end this vlog. Hey guys, so it's now the 18th, it's Sunday, and I am just here to end this vlog. I had a super busy day today. I worked, and then I hung out with a friend all evening, and I've just been editing a video, and I'm about to go take a shower, so I just wanted to end the vlog and kind of wrap up my reading for the week. I managed to only finish one book this week, and it wasn't from start to finish, but I finished How to Make a Wish by Ashley Herring Blake, and I really enjoyed this one. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was fun. And I ended up, by the end, being really invested in the characters and their lives and their story, and seeing kind of where they ended up. So, really enjoyed this one, highly recommend it, and I'm really happy that I finally finished it. And then I also got up to page 327 in Half-Blood Prince. I haven't read any more of this today because, like I said, I've been so busy. I might get some done before I go to bed, or at least I am hoping, even though I do have a lot of things to do. But I do want to try to read some of this tonight and hopefully finish it in next week's vlog, so look out for that. I'm obviously really enjoying this one. And I also got 30 more pages into Anne of Winnie Poplars, which gives me 73 pages in total for this one. So this one I am putting on hold. Like I told you guys, I don't want to be reading it right now. I'm just not in the mood to read such a slow-paced book. Like, I'm about to, like, I was, like, in a reading slump until I picked up Harry Potter. This is not the right book to be reading when you're in that kind of mood. So, there's that. But this is kind of like a wrap-up for the week, I guess. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below what you guys have been reading recently. Let me know how you're liking them. Subscribe if you have not yet already. I would really appreciate it if you would hit that red subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!